Record.
So then this
I think that's it.
Gonna happen in here for sure.
Okay.
Hello.
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 Hello. La la
Hello.
Hello. Just trying to see. Can you all see us? Can somebody write on the chat and say that you can see us?
Baby, can you see?
Can you read that?
Are they?
Can you read that? I don't read anything.
It's going to be on.
I can always hear the computer screen.
It says stop it. We should be recording.
Yeah.
Could somebody type and see if? Let's see. Say something. Well, obviously we can see us.
We can see yourself.
No yet. Hello, guys. I hope they're intelligent questions.
Yeah. You sit here if you want.
Okay, somebody type a text and say that you can see us. Can you see us?
Baby, can you see us?
Someone is baking pancakes.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you see us? All right, I'm gonna type this. Can you see us?
Can you feel it?
There.
Hello from Russia.
Hello.
They're gonna do that very soon.
Very soon.
Prepare
Well, hello. I see.
Prepare your
I
phone
got an
numbers.
ad. Yes, we're on. Okay.
Perfect, fantastic. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We're
Here we are, El Divo.
Hello.
We're here broadcasting to you from our studio that we're working at. We're working on the next album here in Brussels. It's a sunny, beautiful day outside, although you can't see that because we're in here. So, we know a lot of you have some pressing questions. Some of you have written them on Twitter, and we've gotten some from ildivo.com. So we're going to just jump right in. We're going to talk about, well, what we've been doing for the past few months. And Sebastian's going to start.
Yeah.
What have we been doing? Well, what have we been doing? We've been together very much so. We've been touring like
10 years.
crazy for 18 months. We've been able to actually go to America, to places we have never been to. I very much enjoy that because I think we only get to know the big cities, and that has given me a chance to see the real America and drive around. And what previously to this, we've been able to perform with Catherine Jenkins, with Miss Catherine Jenkins, which was amazing around Europe just before America, and it's been just an absolute blast, and we had lots of fun performing, and we're looking forward to go now to the next leg, which includes a lot of Eastern countries in Europe. I think it's like
We're going to Russia.
We're going to Russia.
Privet.
Privet, mil Divo.
El Divo.
That's
We're
about
going
as much
to,
Russian as
well,
we
we're
have.
starting in Minsk.
Minsk.
I have never been
I have
to
mint
personally.
in my mouth.
Yeah.
Carlos is what, yeah.
Yeah, so for myself, Sebastian said, I'm really happy, of course, because I haven't been at home for 5 months. So it's the happiest thing. No, not at all, because I miss my people. But I'm really happy to be in Russia. All the beautiful ladies, so be ready. Gonna be there. Prepare your phone numbers. I will take you all home. Okay?
So this is actually for you.
For me.
Did you know that today is Tom Jones' birthday?
Are you kidding me? I'm leaving.
It's not in you. We're going to the party.
You're going to go to the party.
I'm gonna go to the party. There's a party here, right there in the corner. Okay? Yeah.
Well, he's
He's
one of your favorites, right?
He's gonna turn 50 right now, Tom Jones.
Is it?
Yeah. He's very young. Still in the heart.
All right. Well, we've got a few questions here. I'm just trying to decide which ones we're going to.
You want some help there?
Help? What is this word you speak of?
Oh, well.
Okay. So we've got a question here from Margaret Charles. What song did each of you enjoy singing on this tour? I went to see you in Dublin, Ireland.
I did like the opening song very much. Well, actually, if I have to choose the one that I enjoyed most, which I was kind of surprised again, I would probably choose "I Will Always Love You," because that's such an R&B song somehow, and the original Whitney Houston, she does all that kind of riffing around, and it's again one of those which I thought is a great song, definitely. It's a beautiful melody and could work for El Divo, but how are we going to make this work? And I think actually what came out is really, fun. It's very strong. It worked very well for us. We managed to bring it together really nicely. It makes sense the way we sing it, I think, and we made it our own. And it's a pleasure to sing, and it's emotionally very strong. I do very much connect to it. So yeah, enjoyed that one very much.
My favorite song, I was actually very happy that on this tour we put it back in. It hadn't been in for a while, but is the song Caruso, because obviously the storyline is about the great tenor Caruso, and I love singing it as well.
I love My Way. I'm still in love with My Way because I think it's very classic, and we have a lot of fun every time we sing it. We just joke around, and it's a very fun song to do.
I like very much Every Time I Look at You. It was on our first album, and I think we've performed this song throughout the last 10 years. And I never really feel like it has aged or anything like that. I think it's a very intimate song, and I think it's just wonderful.
Quick question, yes or no? Where did it go? Does it ever happen to you that you don't feel like singing, that you don't want to sing?
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of moments when we travel like really about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we have 2 flights to make it to the next destination. Sometimes that was the case in America, and you have very little sleep, so you feel a bit drained. And when you arrive, you feel like, oh my god. But somehow, and that's the magic of it, when you stand on the stage and you feel the atmosphere and the luck of being able to stand on that stage, you guys give us so much energy that I actually never feel like I never want to sing. It's just very uplifting. It's just an amazing energy, and I think anybody would want to do what we do. So I remind myself how lucky I am.
That question was from Marie Benesova. The next question from Angelina Irving is, guys, when will you be in Speedos?
I put my Speedos every day on.
Okay.
Obviously, I have it right now on. I have a G-string.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it would really suit you. I can picture it perfectly with a G-string.
With the back in the front.
I can see the look. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I probably want to go sunbathing, but that's not going to be in public. And certainly not on a photo shoot, I can tell you that.
We're not going to make any swimsuit calendars. I don't think that...
Speedos.
No, Speedos.
Could all dress up like firemen. I've just given them an idea.
You're planting seeds.
I put the Schlauche.
I'm sure there's German
If you would know what it means.
Oh my goodness.
If you knew.
Here's one for each of us from Dowina Anka Kretu. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Who would you like to play you in a movie about you guys?
I would like David to play me.
No. What actor?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay. 10 years later, he's still...
Well, you can have Kevin Bacon, playing you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take Kevin
with
Bacon.
Bacon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think we'd have to go with George Clooney for you.
Because I got white hair now.
Yeah, because I think it's more the sad eyes.
Yeah. The sad eyes.
Yeah.
So
I would like to
I'm
play...
gonna tell you right now.
I would like to play with Monica Bellucci, but to play with her.
You want her to play you?
Not to play her.
No, he's still in
To play
Spanish
with her.
time, guys.
What Carlos
Sorry.
means to say is...
You can imagine.
No, let me rephrase the question. If we had a movie, who would you like
To play
to
with.
play?
With Monica Bellucci. I
No,
know what you're saying.
Here's because I think Carlos is trying to tell us something. I think he wants to be a cross-dresser. So he
Yeah.
wants Monica
I'm a drag queen. I never told you this, guys, before, but
They all know that.
I know. That's what I do
Yeah.
during the night. No, I would like to play.
Yourself.
Someone play you.
What? Someone play
What
me?
actor would you like
That's
to
the
represent
question.
Carlos?
Yeah, of course, Stallone. My brother, Sly, my brother.
Keanu Reeves, I guess.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Little
Okay.
kind of.
I see that. Very
Well,
serious.
We've got a nice cast here.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I like that.
I think I've gone to the wrong.
You've gone to the
Are
wrong.
you on the wrong page,
I'm on the
David?
wrong page. All of a
David.
sudden,
You're the
I'm
one
reading the
Brett
questions
steps
of people that I follow, and I thought Dr. Oz was asking us a question, but no. Okay.
That's an interesting thing.
La.
That's awesome.
We need to turn that off.
I know that. That's
La. See, we're accidentally hearing the headphones and the music coming from the booth as they're editing the different takes.
Yeah, Sebastian just left. It's in trio. More money!
Because we
Yep,
are
he's
in the
coming back.
actual room where we're recording. the
These
vocals,
are
so
his headphones.
Yeah.
He's using a panoramic headphone so he can listen to himself.
that makes me think of Father Ted again.
Father Ted. Father Ted.
Oh my God, we're going off the rails. Here we go.
Okay.
Cynthia Shepherd writes,
Shepherd pie?
I'm sat on the edge of my seat watching the tennis semifinals. Is there anything in your life that gets you on the edge of your seat?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the edge of the seat right now.
I'm on
Divo
the
web
edge.
chat.
Yeah.
Something that's well, actually, the semi-final men's were pretty impressive.
Yeah, you like tennis a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
It was Federer against Nadal against Djokovic just then.
And who won?
I don't know. I haven't seen the
Nadal,
result.
of
I was
course.
working.
Ah, you were working. Well, I saw it when you were working.
He won.
I don't know.
What
But I
gets
just saw
you?
I don't know. I mean, I do not really often watch sports or anything, but if
Too much balls.
sports.
Ah, sorry.
Carlos is still stuck in the same thing for 10 years, guys. In case you.
This is my curl.
Yeah, if something gets really exciting, you know, like if it could be a soccer game or football or anything where it gets really, you know, really exciting. Yeah, then I want to sit on the edge of my chair. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna see Kings of Leon on this week,
Yep.
so that's gonna get me out of my chair.
That made me really sit back.
Yeah, I'm gonna see King Kong. King Kong.
What about you, David? Do you have an
Me,
answer
what
to
what
that?
gets me out of my seat?
Okay,
Good.
that sounds like
That's
familiar.
really good. The high note, really high note.
High notes, they get me out of my seat. I'm going Breakfast
Yeah.
of Champions.
No, thank you.
La, 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 la.
I saw a nice question. I just remember one. It was reincarnation. If you were reborn, what would you like to come back as? Not a singer.
Deep questions.
I would like to be Tarzan, to be surrounded by Jane and the monkeys.
Fair enough.
That's nice.
That
man.
sounds.
To
That
be
sounds
half
about right.
naked and,
Yeah.
and to be very natural.
That sounds about right. Be
That's-
natural.
Be natural.
Music nerd jokes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are
Very
across
good.
the board today. What would you like to come back as?
An eagle,
An eagle.
because then I could see the world from above, and I could go from one country to the other without having to go to the lounge.
Without having to go through customs. All right. Okay. I think if I were to be reborn as a human, I would like to come back as a someone who would be on the kind of the explorers of the universe. Once we get up into space and get beyond our own atmosphere and start sending manned missions to wherever. I think I'd like to be part of that. Richard Branson, make it happen. Get that space shuttle going.
You would be Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Flash Gordon. He's Flash Gordon. We'll see
I
you,
would
blonde.
want to be
Flash
Flash
Gordon.
Gordon, savior of the
Must be
universe.
sweet.
Right,
Sounds like a
Yeah,
movie.
haven't seen it, Flash Gordon. It's the most fun movie.
That's a great movie.
Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon.
Flash
Flash
Gordon.
Gordon, yeah. Put it.
How about you?
Horse.
Horse.
I want to come back as a Balrog.
Lord of the Rings nerd reference.
I tell you.
All right, we are getting nerdy
Go
today.
ahead.
What about
Oh, I
Lord
like it.
Weber?
Lord Wilmer?
Wouldn't you like to come back as Andrew?
No, he said as Tarzan.
Well, he's there.
Oh, that's true. You did.
Andrew, I did.
You said that. Come back to Mexico City
Love to.
soon.
Oh yes.
I've just been there.
We want to
Yeah, I want.
Argentina. We want to come to Russia. Okay, so next year there is a question in here. I know it was here. I don't.
Are we
Which
touring
one?
next year?
Are we touring next year? Yes. The plan is we will be taking the new album and everything that goes along with it on tour. We're going to be starting, I believe, is Japan. But don't hold me to this. Nothing's confirmed. Okay, now what is going on over there?
It's destroyed the couch.
Sounds like.
It's the spring door.
Yeah, it's the spring. Blame it on the spring.
Blame
Um,
on the spring.
We can't really we've got a lot of questions on here about the new album. We can't really speak about that just yet. I know everyone's kind of getting anxious and very curious, but we have to, until we finish it, which we're not finished yet. So until we finish it, we can't
We
really
got
talk
a
about
release
it.
date though, haven't
Yeah.
we?
We do have a release date. The intended release date is November 2nd in the United States and November 8th most everywhere else. So you can be expecting it right at the beginning of November. What else can
Yeah.
we say?
We can only say that we sing on it.
Yes, we are singing on this album.
So that's
and
a
the
new thing.
tour, and the tour next year that will follow, it will represent the repertoire from that album, and actually more new repertoire probably. So it will be mostly repertoire that we haven't done in the last 10 years. So it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be quite a step for us. Completely new show, new tour, no program, loads of new music. So we're looking forward to it, but. Still, gut Ding will weiterhaben.
Ja, gut.
Ja, mein großen Ja.
Grüße miteinander.
So if you think you've seen an Il Divo concert before, which any of you who have, you know that they all have been kind of similar, different sets, different suits,
Yeah,
but somewhat
4 people
similar.
singing.
4 guys singing,
Some endings.
a band, an orchestra. It's going to be completely different.
Completely.
It's not like, the circus.
We have a dress now.
Well, it's kind of like a circus.
With the week
Yeah.
long,
Yes, yeah.
long weeks rehearsing.
He's going to dress up like
You
Monica
get 4
Bellucci.
dancers
Yeah, Monica
now.
Bellucci is gonna be me.
4 dancers.
All right, back to the questions. Lynn Baker writes,
Sorry.
Say happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
to everyone
One
who has
has a
ever had a
birthday.
birthday, we would like to say happy birthday to you, right?
This year.
Yes.
This year. For
Yes.
everyone who has had a birthday this year,
Yeah.
and for
Or last
everyone
year.
whose birthday is coming up for the rest of this year.
Happy birthday.
That's happy birthday.
Let me hear it. Cabron.
Don't say cabron, it's Spanish people there.
Yeah.
Here's a question from Lynn Baker. She's always been curious. How do we possibly remember all the lyrics to every song that we sing on stage?
We don't.
That's a.
Especially him, he never remembers
I was gonna
everything.
say that's a question for Carlos.
And me, especially, because I invented every time in Spanish and you never realize. Oh, or maybe yes, but you don't want to say
None of us actually speak or sing
No.
properly in Spanish.
We're
just
imposters.
we're making it up. It's all improv.
When do you come back to Colombia? Someone is asking.
Colombia, whenever you want to marry me. Who is it, a girl or a guy? A girl, hopefully.
Marry
He is the single one.
I'm the same. Did I say this?
So,
Since 10 years.
de una cama, encima de una cama. ¿Dónde estás, chicos?
And Brussels.
Yeah, we are
Encima de la
on a
cama.
bed. In our bed. That's where we rest when the other one is singing.
On a leopard print table.
It's very leopard. It's a very leopard.
Austria. Hold on. Whoa. Let
You
me
look
just
terrible
zoom
on the
quick.
cameras. But
It's alright. It's fine.
Okay, here's a
Another one?
question. Here's a question for all of us from Cynthia Shepherd.
She's already had one.
Oh, she has.
Yeah,
She has
get
good-
remember
okay.
I made
Moving
the
on.
shepherd
Anyway,
bites.
read it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll read
read
it
it, read
anyways. Cynthia gets a double. If there was one thing you could change about yourself, what would it be and why?
Oh, you had a great answer to that question.
I
yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, before. Oh, it's... If there was anything that I would change about myself, it would be my complete and total absolute awesomeness, because I'm clearly absolutely super amazing and awesome, and it's entirely too much, and it makes people angry.
It's not fair to
It's
us,
not
yeah.
fair to anyone else.
He's super trooper.
And
It's like ABBA. Super trooper. La, 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 la.
ABBA nerd reference.
You
Sorry.
a nerd.
Good.
I exposed you there.
You did. I feel
What
very
would you
exposed.
change about yourself, Carlos?
What makes you sad? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
You guys were in the same
well,
question?
well,
I'm sorry. Oh!
I wouldn't change-
Sebastian
I got
change
it.
about himself that he would.
I wouldn't change anything. I'm just born like this with my curl.
You would change a curl.
No, I wouldn't. That's like some Sonny Delilah. I have my power here in my curl. If you cut it, I'm out.
Ah.
Good.
Alrighty then.
What makes you sad?
What makes me sad?
Well, that's not just you, Divo. It's also.
What makes El Divo
yours.
sad?
What makes me sad? Somebody else answer. I'll think for a minute.
What makes me sad?
Okay, give me a minute. What makes me sad?
No, I
Give me
know
a
what.
minute.
I'll tell you what makes me sad. I'll tell you what makes me sad. What makes me sad is when people are aggressive, when people are rude, even though they're clearly in the wrong. And it doesn't even have to be anything that offends me directly, just when I see that, when people just behave badly, it does actually quite often make me sad. I mean, I'll give you an example. If you're in traffic somewhere and somebody clearly, like cuts in front of you with his car, and you have probably to slam on the brakes, really get the other guy is clearly in the fault, gets everybody in danger, and you just probably out of a reaction because you are kind of shocked, you throw your hands in the air, and the other guy gets out of the car and starts shouting at you, menacing you because he's so aggressive, and like, well, what do you want? What you got? And that kind of stuff. If I see that kind of stuff, and I've seen a lot of that kind of stuff, that makes me sad.
This was really aggressive.
That's
No, but actually, in all fairness, I had that in LA
I can't
once.
see you. Get in the camera.
Yeah,
And the guy said, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you just because I parked my car really badly."
Yeah.
Because I was in a rush to get something in the pharmacy, but not really like so bad. But he just basically wanted to take a gun and shoot me for that.
Yeah, I had once. I came to a really, really full public parking space, and that was on a Christmas Eve, 24th of December. And I tried to park my car, tried to find a spot, and some young bloke with some kind of pimped, not really sports car, parked in the middle of two parking spaces. Just drove his car in there, and I said, "Are you going to leave that car there like that?" That's all I said. And the names he gave me, you do not only imagine that. And that stuff like that makes me sad.
Was that in America?
No, actually, in Spain.
Ah, well, that's normal. Then it's normal. They're really terrible for that.
Wow. That was a highly emotionally charged.
Yeah, sorry,
topic.
I'm all excited now.
Now he's excited and sad. It's,
What makes you sad?
what makes me sad?
Again?
Yeah.
Because he's not Flash Gordon, so Gordon.
That's why.
So that's why.
I'm sad
Gordon.
because
Being
I'm
the
not.
merciless makes him sad.
Yes. Evil, injustice, these things make me sad. Well, they do. That's true. But, I try as much as possible to focus on that which does not make me sad. There are things out there, but I feel like the more I get caught up in the drama of things, and it drags my energy kind of down that spiral, it just makes... If it's not directly related to me, it zaps my energy, and Il Divo is a very high energy environment, and kind of I just need to be in a happy place all the time. So otherwise, it just I would fall down.
Yeah.
On your knees.
So I try and stay as positive as possible.
Yeah.
What makes you sad, Carlos?
Me?
Carlos makes Carlos sad. You make me sad.
I know. I make you sad.
It's so sad. So sad.
No, what makes me sad? It depends. Can be a song, can be a situation, can be everything.
Elton John did it.
You know what? I don't like being sad, so I'm going to move on.
Yeah, exactly. Happy question.
Here's a happy question. If you were stranded on a deserted island without internet,
That's terrible.
My God.
What's my pay TV?
for 48 hours, for
With
2
phone
days.
service?
No phone service.
Sweetie.
No. How would you spend your time? You have food and shelter, so you don't have to worry about that. For 2 days with nothing to do, what would you do?
I can see Carlos like, fucking hell, is there a signal here?
Easy on the language.
I'm sorry.
You can't say this.
This is live.
It's alright.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
would sleep.
Yeah.
For 2
I mean,
days?
I'll probably need at least that to catch up.
Yeah.
I would just hold myself up like a little bunny rabbit in hibernation. And
That the bunny rabbit? Is it?
Huh?
Did I
I know what you're thinking of when I say bunny rabbit.
This is terrible. I don't know. Must be the spring. It's not spring. It's summer.
Es una obsesión.
Summertime.
What would you
And
do?
the
on
little
desert
thing is
island?
he-
I would do a whole. No, I would just. I would just try to.
This is like
No. Take sun to be even more brown, and just. I would be alone there.
Yeah, all alone.
That's boring. I'll be finished with I don't know, with a giraffe or something.
Wow.
Giraffe or something.
I own giraffes.
There's not a giraffe. Doesn't exist.
Pygmy giraffes.
You're making me sad
They're
now.
only about that tall. It's small.
It's small.
Yeah.
It's small. Okay.
I would go snorkeling. Okay, moving on. All right, I think we are at about half an hour here. I know we started late, so we'll give another couple extra minutes.
Well, there was one. If you were a superhero, who would you be? But according to your personality, not an existing one.
Not
You
an
have to make up
existing
one.
superhero.
Yeah. That was a question on Facebook.
Superman.
No, you
Flash
gotta
Gordon.
make up.
Flash.
You gotta make a superhero up. You
New
gotta
superhero.
invent one
Yeah.
based on you.
That was
White
Supercell.
What?
gosh.
What's that?
That's Superman.
Oh, that's Superman. Okay.
It's coming back actually.
This is a
Uh,
cartoon.
it's
What
trendy.
was it? The Fantastics? Was it?
The Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the one that was like.
Could be the Beast.
Yeah, the one. Was it?
The Beast.
Was
Wait,
the
no,
Beast?
that was X-Men.
No, he
He's
was
his X-Men.
no,
yeah,
no,
he
no,
was-
The Rock.
the Black Power.
Yeah, no, there was one with the curl. I don't remember. They were telling, yeah, you look like the Fantastic. You look like the cartoon.
Oh, the Plastic Man had a curl, I think.
I don't know. Plastic.
You sure it's not a Dalton?
Yeah, it could be also. Lucky look.
All right, I think we've gone so far off the rails here.
Yeah, sorry.
Trying to bring it back around. Top.
Yeah, is there anything there?
Why doesn't Urs have a Twitter? Still.
Ooh,
Ask something new.
Urs, can you talk in Czech?
Check it.
No. I've sang in Czech nursery rhymes by Janacek, but I do not remember the lyrics. It's very difficult because my first singing teacher was Czech actually. His name was Michail Pavlu. He was a bass. He was a huge guy. And he was Czech, so he taught me the phonetics of it. But the only thing I remember is words that sound like Poklierichko, but I have no idea even what that means. Maybe I've said something terrible now, so I'm sorry, I can't know.
What makes you the happiest?
Being an Il Divo, obviously.
course.
Clear.
That's the best happy ending for this.
Wow. What's the hardest thing you've ever done? It's not written, it's me making some question up.
Hey,
What?
I'm not alone here. You
What?
answer.
Well,
Is he bored?
I'm
Yeah, sometimes
I'm not bored.
being-
I'm just sleepy.
Being in promotion, I remember last year we had only 40 minutes sleep, and then we were doing another morning TV show. That was pretty hard.
The first year of Il Divo was probably the
Yeah, the first year we did was
That
crazy.
was-
I
craziest.
think just generally being in Vivo, I haven't done anything.
It's probably the hardest thing that
It's
Vivo.
probably the hardest thing I've ever
Well, the
done.
hardest thing.
It's like getting married 4 times.
Yeah. So I still have another 3.
All right. And on that note,
Now
I
what?
think that's.
I
Do
think
we have
that's
another
it.
one?
You
Okay.
have to get back in the booth.
Leave it
Oh, yeah.
alone. Leave it alone.
I can't find it's quite fun actually. I could do this for hours.
but then we'll be here all night. We'll have to start the set
Bally.
Sebastian needs to record, so leave him record.
Yeah,
Because
so
Yeah.
she needs to go back to work.
he's lazy. He went here very late, and he didn't record his parts.
He is such a.
Easy on the language.
Easy,
BS.
easy.
Yes, sir.
Don't make the people sad.
You
But
finish
what-
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but remember that I finished 2 o'clock the other day.
Girls.
Gentlemen,
Okay.
ladies,
Ladies.
it's a real pleasure. We're gonna see you for episode in Russia. We love
Thank you very
you.
much. We're looking forward
We're
to
looking
it.
forward.
And
Yeah, and check us out.
Check it-
yeah.
Well, I don't
Check
know.
it
I don't
out.
do these things, but like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.
yeah, get on Twitter.
Yeah, and
No,
just
why
make
not?
love every day.
Because
Why Carlos isn't married?
Eh?
Yeah,
Because
that's a
a good
because I'm
question.
looking for you, darling. So as soon as I know you, we're gonna get married soon. So be prepared.
Yeah, it was Robert asking. the
Ah,
question.
Robin, thank you very much. Thank you. See you soon.
All righty,
Right,
everybody.
thank you, everybody.
Ciao,
Adios.
adios,
See you later.
adios, 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 adios.